Welcome to Straight to English Channel. You know that moment, that universally dreadful, heart-stopping split second where you realize you are monumentally late? You open your eyes, the light is all wrong, and the clock is just glowing. 8:15 a.m. The alarm is silent. It is like the definition of instant existential panic.
You're describing the morning rush, which is a linguistic hot zone.
A hot zone, I like that.
It's not just the terror of being late. It's the immediate, brutal pressure that forces people to abandon, complex sentence structure.
Yeah.
They just default to the sharpest, most natural English expressions available.
Exactly. It's linguistic chaos. It's the language of emergency. We're not looking for a polite textbook phrasing here. We're looking for survival vocabulary.
Precisely. And our mission today is custom-tailored for you, the astute listener.
Oui.
We are diving deep into that chaos. We're going to extract every useful high-speed phrase, every phrasal verb, and every idiom used when seconds truly count. We want you to internalize this language of urgency so that even if your morning is ruined, your English will be perfectly polished.
Okay, let's unpack Jennifer and Tom's truly terrible Monday morning. It all starts with that horrifying realization. 8:15 a.m. And Jennifer has a huge presentation at 9:00 a.m. sharp.
That is 45 minutes to execute a full transition from, sleep to professional presence. And that includes a commute.
Which is not a lot of time.
Not at all. And the root cause, as they quickly figure out, wasn't laziness. Their alarms failed to go off.
They must have had a power cut.
It seems so. The entire warning system was deactivated.
No, that specific phrase, go off, is so key right there.
It is.
When we talk about alarms or things that make a sudden noise, we always say they go off. It just sounds so much more natural than start ringing.
It's much cleaner, much more concise. And it applies not just to alarms, but to, say, sirens, bells, or even fireworks. It signals a sudden initiation of sound. Now, back to Jennifer. She immediately recognizes the sheer disaster unfolding. That 9 o'clock deadline is the absolute pressure point.
Which makes her drop the ultimate high-stakes phrase, my boss will kill me.
And that phrase instantly communicates the magnitude of the problem. There's no need for a long explanation.
No, you get it immediately.
It's a spectacular idiom, and we should be very clear for our listeners. It does not imply physical violence.
No, of course not.
It signals severe trouble, intense professional consequence, or, the ultimate dread of losing your job. It captures that emotional weight perfectly.
Luckily, Tom snaps into hyper-efficient mode. He becomes the strategist, the lifesaver. He immediately tells her, don't panic, we can still make it.
I love that Tom is labeled the lifesaver. But this urgency, it often exposes interesting dynamics when he takes over. His language changes from conversational to highly directive.
Oh, yeah. How so?
He tells Jennifer, you need to hit the shower now.
And there's that fascinating word, hit. We have to pause on that one. When Tom says hit the shower, he just means go to the shower or start showering.
Exactly. The verb to hit in this context is a brilliant piece of linguistic economy. It injects speed and purpose.
Right.
When you are rushing, you don't say, would you mind going and taking a shower now? That takes far too long.
The way.
Hit the shower is punchier, shorter, and it communicates immediate action.
So Jennifer is hitting the shower, and Tom is running support. He's pulling clothes out, making coffee. But things are still tense. He shouts, run!
And there we see them relying almost exclusively on the imperative mood, the command form.
The command form.
Yeah. Run, hurry, stop, don't panic. It's critical for high-stress communication. They bypass polite requests and get straight to the essential verb. The urgency just strips away any grammatical niceties.
Wow. Okay. So 10 minutes later, Jennifer emerges, hair all wet, stress levels through the roof. Tom hands her the coffee.
A necessary injection of caffeine.
For sure. But she says, I have absolutely no time for breakfast.
Which leads Tom, ever the supportive partner, to offer some practical advice. He urges her to at least take a banana and a granola bar to eat on the way.
And he says, you shouldn't work on an empty stomach.
Such a relatable phrase, on an empty stomach.
It really is.
It's a perfect idiom to communicate vulnerability or, a lack of preparation due to not eating. It literally means without having eaten, but it implies you lack energy or readiness.
I get that. It's like you're starting at a disadvantage. Imagine going into a job interview on an empty stomach. You'd be, distracted and not as sharp.
Precisely.
Okay, so they have clothes, they have coffee, they have a tiny bit of food. Time to leave. But where are the keys?
The classic final hurdle.
They're not in her coat pocket. They're not on the kitchen counter. They are burning precious seconds just looking for them.
This is a textbook example of a predicament, a difficult, perplexing, or trying situation. They're already on zero margin for error, and now there's a pure delay factor.
Tom finally spots them, hidden in plain sight, of course, under the newspaper.
Naturally.
Jennifer grabs them. Every second now feels like 10 minutes. But just as they're about to run out the door, Tom grabs his phone to check the traffic.
One final, desperate check, hoping for a clear path. But this is where the final, crushing blow is delivered.
He tells her the highway is completely bumper to bumper.
Essential vocabulary for commuting woes. You have to imagine the bumpers of two cars practically touching.
Oh yeah, nothing's moving.
If traffic is bumper to bumper, you are static. It signals severe congestion, probably from that accident Tom saw on his phone. The 9.00 a.m. presentation is slipping away.
Which forces Jennifer's final, urgent decision. Ditch the highway, take the back roads. She grabs her laptop and they finally shout, "Let's hit the road!"
Another beautiful use of that efficient verb, hit. She's using hit to signal the start of travel, just as Tom used it to signal the start of the shower.
Wow. A masterful, if totally chaotic, example of high-speed problem solving. Okay, my tail is wagging just thinking about these cool words. Let's move from the story to, a rigorous linguistic analysis.
Excellent. Let's organize these gems, starting with the core failure. The problem was timing.
Right. We have to nail the difference between oversleep and sleep in. Jennifer and Tom definitely overslept.
They woke up later than intended, totally by accident. This is almost always a negative event.
Yeah.
The consequence is implicit in the verb itself.
Like, I missed my flight because I overslept. Total disaster.
Exactly. Now, contrast that with sleep in.
That's the good one.
Sleep in is voluntary. You decide to enjoy those extra hours, usually on a weekend or a vacation. It's a planned luxury.
Yeah. If you told your boss you slept in and missed the meeting, you'd definitely still get killed.
You'd be confusing the two, and the outcome would be equally dire.
Yes. So we have the accidental oversleep and the planned sleep in. That clarity is super important. Okay, moving on to Tom's moment of optimism, that little phrase that kept them going.
Yes, his belief that we can still make it. This is a profoundly popular phrase, particularly in American English.
It means they can still arrive on time, right? Or be successful.
Precisely. It means succeeding in reaching a destination or achieving a goal despite obstacles. If you're rushing, it's the mantra.
Right. Hurry up. If we run, we can make the bus.
Exactly. The opposite, we didn't make it, is just the sound of defeat. And this kind of detailed analysis where we take a simple phrase and explore all its applications and nuances.
Yeah.
Well, it transforms a simple story into advanced linguistic knowledge. And that is exactly why we encourage you to subscribe to the Straight to English channel. We don't just summarize, we teach you how this language is actually used in real life.
Totally. Okay, let's get back to those active, high-energy verbs. The double hit. We had hit the shower and hit the road.
It's important to appreciate the consistency of hit here. In these routines, hit functions as a substitute for start or go to, but with an implied sense of immediate, decisive action.
You're not lingering, you're just doing it.
You are initiating a process with force.
So, hit the road for leaving, hit the shower for washing. Both are super short and impactful.
Correct.
And what about Jennifer's nutritional predicament? Tom insisted she not present on an empty stomach.
This is a classic idiom. It implies a sense of weakness or vulnerability because you haven't fueled your body. We often use it as a cautionary measure.
Right, like, never go grocery shopping on an empty stomach or you'll buy everything.
An excellent example. The phrase itself carries a metaphorical weight beyond just the literal lack of food.
Okay, and finally, the traffic disaster being bumper to bumper, that's such a powerful visual.
It is, but what it really implies is a situation where all your control is lost.
Oh, good point.
When traffic is bumper to bumper, you are completely at the mercy of the gridlock. The visualization of the cars touching is just the consequence of that zero movement state.
So when you say it, you're signaling like maximum delay and potential failure.
Exactly.
And wrapping up, let's just revisit that grammar point you brought up, the language of command. Run. Don't panic.
That intense reliance on the imperative mood is key to sounding natural in a pinch. Linguists call it maximizing communicative efficiency.
So you just ditch the politeness.
You ditch the politeness. When you're rushing, you don't say, "You should probably run now, please." You use the simplest form of the verb to convey the instruction directly. It's how you sound natural when you're stressed.
Wow. Jennifer and Tom's disaster gave us an incredible shortcut to natural high-speed English. We nailed oversleep versus sleep in, the utility of make it, the double hit, working on an empty stomach and being bumper to bumper.
And the essential grammar of urgency. That was quite a deep dive into practical, applicable vocabulary.
So now that you're armed with all this language, we have a final thought for you, based on Jennifer's tough choices. What do you do when you oversleep? Do you prioritize and skip breakfast, or do you skip the shower? It's the ultimate high-stress choice between nutrition and presentation.
Think about how you would describe your decision using the language we learned today. Knowledge is only valuable when you apply it.
Yes. And if you loved cutting through the stress and getting straight to the most useful vocabulary, you absolutely must subscribe to the Straight to English channel. We promise to keep bringing you more cool words and practical insights.
We will see you for the next deep dive.